morning, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all are doing okay today. If you like my take on any of the content that I've been putting up, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when new stuff goes up. And comment in the comment section, and I'm all down for constructive criticism. And if there's anything that you want to know my opinion on, even if it's something I'm unfamiliar with, I wouldn't mind doing some research on the internet. That said, last night, Mom and I sat down and I got done eating dinner. It's after work, kind of chilling. Mom lives with us. And we got talking about politics a little bit. And she was born in 57. So we got talking about politics, and I asked her, I said, so this has become such a divisive point in our society over the past several years. And I basically, like, the first election that I remember was the re-election of Bill Clinton in the 96 campaign. The first time, or when I started, like, actually paying attention to politics and, you know, making attempts to stay better informed and pay attention to the news and things like that, would have been probably around Obama's second term election. So, and I said, just since then, it seems like the political divisiveness has just grown at an exponential rate. Was there ever a time that you can recall that we were this divided over politics? She's like, no, this is the worst it's ever been. What is going on up here? No. Coming into a river valley, and headlights were just shining off the fog, looking weird. And I'm like, well, why is that the case? Why are politics so polarizing these days? And she's, I don't know. And I haven't fully thought about a lot of this, but I've got some theories. I think that the loudest elements politically on both sides of the aisle are the farthest extreme on both sides of the aisle. I'll give you one case in point example. This is not a comment on the topic. This is just where the line was drawn versus where it is. So you can go back and listen to Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and several others back in the early to mid 90s talk about that they think that abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. You've heard that. Basically that, the women that get put in this situation, they deserve nothing but our sympathies, and they're making an impossible decision, and they need to have safe medical facilities in place and safe medical practices in place to get a heartbreaking procedure performed. Was kind of the pitch to be pro-choice in the, like I said, early to mid 90s. Well, you fast forward and you've got a lot of people, including, more mainstream Democrat thinkers, that abortion at any point, on demand, no questions, no rhyme or reason. It can just... you're not that woman, you don't get an opinion or a say. Not commenting on any of that. That's not where I want to go with this. And so I think that you can, if you believe that changes happen, which it has, and look at that timeline, you can see that there has been a move, a drastic one, but over time, in a direction on that specific topic. Well, I was listening to a podcaster for news, and he would have these long-form debates on various topics, and one of them was abortion. And what got really interesting that he would do is, when he was talking to someone that was pro-choice and he's pro-life, the conversation would almost always get steered towards the cases of rape and incest. For abortion, would you make a rape victim carry a rapist baby to term, essentially? And one of the things that he would do in these debates is essentially say, in cases of rape and incest, I won't even argue it. You can... in rape and incest and life of the mother, which makes up less than 10% of all total abortions, you can just have that. So we're not talking about those cases. We're talking about the cases where the mom just says she's not ready to be a parent, it would be a financial burden, not wanting to be pregnant again, things like that. And he kind of pulled the discussion into that realm of abortion as a form of birth control. And it progressed differently from that point, because you've eliminated talking about rape and incest. Well, anyway, and I've been listening to this guy for 4 years-ish now. Yeah. Well, anyway, he, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade at the federal level, and abortion now being a states' rights issue, he has moved his goalpost on abortion further to the right. And I'm not saying that he's right or wrong, not wanting to get into that on this video. This is just, what he's saying. But he's saying that, in case of rape or incest, you are essentially attempting to right a wrong by killing a baby. Which, again, he's, on just a moral level, he's not wrong, but is it moral to force a rape victim to carry a rapist baby to term? I don't think so. But I also don't think it's moral to kill the unborn. So, he's moved to the right more than he was on that one issue in just the past few years. Granted, the step that he took over, say, the past 4 years wasn't as big as the step the Democrats took from safe, legal, and rare to abortion on demand at any point, no matter what, no restrictions, for the Democrats over, say, the past 25-30. But it's not a reach to see that he could move further right on that and other issues. And so you can see why there would be a political divide there when 20 years ago, well, abortion's wrong. Well, abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. If those are kind of the two leading points of view on a topic, okay, well, we can agree to disagree on this because we're not terribly far apart and it's one issue. Well, that one issue has moved further apart than it was 30 years ago, as far as the mainstream thought. So, what other issues have we done that on that I haven't looked up for the purposes of this video? Another thing that I think has happened is our tolerance for differing perspectives have gone out the window. A guy I know, and I actually enjoy sitting down and talking politics with, we disagree on some things. One night we got in this text thread about politics, and this dude said something that was just weird. This would have been 2020-ish. Dude said that if he had the Infinity Gauntlet, he would give the Trump family the Thanos snap. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, there are politicians that I've disagreed with on at basically every level of government. From city council members, governors, all the way up to the president. But I didn't think that they were so terrible they deserved death. That was kind of my take on it. Being honest, I thought that Obama was the most likely president up to that point to have an assassination attempt on him. And I didn't wish it on him. And I disagreed with a lot that he did politically. So, and I've seen other people say that, like, you see Facebook profiles for, like, say a friend of a friend, and you start scrolling their profile and, going into their abouts or, scrolling their most recent pictures, and you see people say things like, if you voted for Trump in 2016, don't add me. If you did this, if you are pro-life, don't add me or don't talk to me. Guy I went to high school with, there was this comment thread amongst some of my friends, like, ruin a date in 4 words, and some of them got pretty comical. And one of the ones that he put up was, ruin a date in 4 words, I voted for Trump. And really? That's, where we're at now? Boggles my mind. I don't understand it. Like, not being single and being out of the dating world. I'm not interested in dating personally. But that said, I don't think that, someone's past politics determines their value as a person. It just seems odd to me. I do not get it. I do not get it. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next time.